Hello, Digitamers. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar. You know me from Digimon content and Vanguard Zero and Cardfight Vanguard. I'm kind of jack of all trades. I really do really well in this game. I really do love Digimon from the bottom of my heart. I have always loved it. It is just a card game that is so amazing now. I cannot express how much fun it is. And I gotta say, I'm excited for set 5. This deck blew me away once I've been able to theory craft it and do a lot more and just play. I do have a video of gameplay at the end of this video, so it is going to seem like it's a lot longer. But again, it was with proxies, so it might not look clear, but I was playing an online opponent. So without further ado, let's dive right in to the deck profile. So important takeaway is we are playing Diaboromon because for right now, just in here to be a fill spot until we get pretty much Tsumimon 2.0, where while this one says while you have another Digimon in play while the same name as this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. We'll probably swap this out and be the only one, and then whatever the new one does, and if it does something fantastic, we kind of just continue on that trend. Next we use Caramon because while you play another Digimon with the same card name as this Digimon, trigger, draw a card. Now you might be wondering, this also isn't once per turn. Take that into account, boys and girls. This can draw multiple times. So what would I say to that? Well, again, we have plenty of targets where Caramon is important, and then we also have the Diaboromon tokens. So remember, Diaboromon that gets played, because this is classified play while there's a Diaboromon on board, and this is underneath a Diaboromon, boom, draw a card, draw a card. You can literally draw a bunch of cards. I might take this out depending on what happens, but who knows? But then we have Toy Agumon with Reboot, which is good, because Reboot stand blockers is great, especially when you put it on like Dark Tyrannomon, and then you kind of pierce through and it survives. Then it restands on your opponent's turn just to be a blocker. Really scary, very powerful. Or even put it with an Armageddemon or anybody else. You could intimidate people down with that thing. Now we have Koromon again, but reveal the top 5 cards in your deck. Add 1 card with unidentified in its type, or 1 Atera Senda Tamer card from among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Again, we have a lot of unidentified targets that will definitely hit. We play very few that won't cause us to hit, but because again, we are going to be grabbing it. The Tamer, not so much. We only play as 3 of. But again, you don't need 4. 4 is a little overzealous. You don't really need that much. So the old Kursurma, I will not pronounce this name right. When you play another Digimon with the same name as this Digimon, gain 1 memory. Okay, we're using it because again, in the champion stage, it's just pretty decent. Here is the card that makes this deck pretty much backbone. So if you don't have a Tamer in play, the Tamer of name, you can play one for pretty much free. That's all this is saying. But your turn. All your Digimon with the same name as this Digimon gains Rush. Excuse me. You just gave me the best target ever just to be on. This inheritive is just too good for the Diaboromon tokens because again, producing them in either mid-combat or anything like that just is nuts. Because again, especially with the old Diaboromon swings in, boom, hey, I get it scot-free plus a value because now my token comes in with Rush and swings in. Next, we have Shademon. So at the end of the battle, you play this card without paying its memory cost. Okay, that's a great security effect. And because it's a blocker, I like Shademon. Especially with, if any way of having a blocker come out mid-combat can help you in the long run. Because again, Now, if you're facing like Rookie Rush or even any deck that just was rushing you down, now your Shademons come out, especially when sometimes your blockers are just hiding in the security. And I've had this happen to me more than numerous occasions. I hate it. I don't like it. But we live with it. But with Shademon, that can alleviate some of that issue. And especially since it is a 5K. I mean, yes, 6K is really good. It gets around a lot of things. But being able to play it from the security and this cost is just fantastic. Then we also play 1 Dark, I play 3 Dark Tyrannomons because low cost evolution is really good for a blocker. I think having 7 blockers, just so that you can get that final push turn you need on your opponent's next go around, is just enough where you can just sit happily. Next, we have Infirmon from BTD02. So when this Digimon digivolves into Diaboromon in your hand, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 1. So we're taking advantage of Infirmon's cost reduction because, again, you can make Diaboromon, the second one, cost less, or you can pay more for it. But again, you can have the new one become 2 or the old one become 3. So without any hesitance, I think this card is a mandatory include. And just pay attention and watch this card because this card is definitely bread and butter. Next we have Metal Mumsymon. Excuse me for that moment. Again, not Metal Mumsymon. We play 1 Androidmon. Because, again, blocker is fantastic. Again, don't listen to that idiot fool there. Obviously, I did not read cards, and that should be a problem. So, definitely, you want to play Androidmon because, again, it's a 1-up tech. You could definitely splash in whatever else comes in, or just remove it all entirely and just focus on the Infirmon. Next, we have the new Infirmon. So, your Paramon can Digivolve from this card from your hand for a memory cost 4, ignoring the card's evolution. So this is where the movie comes in, where it just skips and goes straight into this form. It says, screw my champion, and just go right to the ultimate level. Yeah, this is where that comes from. Play 1 on deletion. Play 1 Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost. Diaboromon tokens are level 6, which can evolve from Armageddemon to Armageddemon with a memory cost 14, 3000 DP, and are mega form, unidentified types, unknown abilities. So again, here's the trade-off. You don't lose out because, again, now a token comes in for trading out your Diaboromon if it ever gets wiped, and now you still have a token to proceed to play out. I think this Infirmon's Inheritable is really good, especially when paired with Cursorymon. But next we play 2 Diaboromon. So you may play 1 Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost. Diaboromon tokens are level 6 white Digimon with a memory cost 14. You know, the whole unidentified. You know, they're a white Digimon level 6, pretty much. That's all we care about. So when this Digimon would be deleted in battle, you may delete one of your other Diaboromons to prevent this Digimon from being deleted. I like it. I like it a lot. Being able to subtract a token to pretty much keep him alive during battle is fantastic. But this is the new Diaboromon. So with the new Diaboromon, play 1 Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost. So Diaboromon tokens are level 6 white Digimon with a memory cost 14, 3000 DP, and are mega form, unidentified type, unknown attribute. Really good, very powerful. Again, free level cost play. You know what's going to happen when this card comes on the board. You're getting a free token. Here is the bread and butter, I say. So, did you ever just want to slap down a level 7 just because you can sacrifice a Diaboromon token? Well, welcome to the card, boys and girls. So play this Digimon from your hand. You may delete one of your Diaboromons to reduce the cost by 12. So this becomes a 3-drop. it evolves for 3. And all turns, all level summons do not activate while digivolving events. Shuts off every Omnimon unit. I think that's good. I think that's fantastic. But the rush ability is what pushes this card over the edge. Because again, we're now a rush deck with a wide board. Take that into account. Next, we also have Catastrophe Cannon. So trigger de-digivolve 2 of one of your opponent's Digimon. Trash it until it goes down. Then, if you have a Diaboromon in play, you may play 1 Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost. For some reason, I think there's going to be a token deck or something. With the way it's worded, you pay 14 and just call a Diaboromon token. I don't get it. I think there's going to be a point in the future where Diaboromon tokens are like a side deck, which would be really nifty and very unique. So who knows? Who the frick knows? Next, we do play 2 Izzy because this new Izzy helps filter out, and I mentioned this card. There's cards that are just going to help later on. Izzy, fantastic because reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. If all of them are black, which besides this Diaboromon right here, gain a memory. So if your opponent hits an insecurity and they're at 0, boom, Izzy comes out, goes like, let me check the top 3, and bro, I got all black. Put it all on black, gain 1 memory, instantly ends their turn. Security checks will go through, but you do gain 1 memory and instantly triggering you to 3 because Izzy is on the field, and you gain 1 memory, force your opponent into these weird, awkward sensation. Next, we have the final tamer of the deck, and I play map 3. If you have a Digimon card with unidentified in its trash, you gain 1 memory. Very good. You gain 1 memory to do this. And when you digivolve your Digimon into Diaboromon, you can suspend this tamer to play 1 Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost. Diaboromon tokens are, the whole 9 yards with these things. Okay, so you can rest this to when you digivolve into a Diaboromon to create 2 tokens, up to 3. But it's important because now the rush, you can just smack your opponent for 5 in 1 turn because now you gain token access where they didn't have a plan set against this combo. And I can't tell you how much it's so much fun to watch. Now, if you guys want, watch the video in this. I do play against Cardfight Hunter. He's kind of new to Digimon, but he wanted to build a set 5 Garurumon list, so definitely check him out. He does have a YouTube under the Cardfight Hunter, so definitely see you right afterwards. Peace. You or me?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
They head into Digimon with binary, with binary, the color Garurumon, and then my turn.
Okay, I draw. Flip. Digi. Draw. Digi. Draw. I will play Diaboromon. Look at the top 5 parts of my deck. Add a Digimon with undefined in it and 1 Atarsana Tamer to my hand. Put the rest at the bottom of my deck. I will add Corsoramon to my hand. The rest go to the bottom of the deck, sadly.
Yup.
So, I am down to 1 memory. And I will play Corsoramon for 2, giving you 1 memory to play with. Go for it.
Draw. Nothing for my hacking phase. Now to main phase.
Okay.
Diaboromon to the ball into red Diaboromon board. 2 memory. I get to draw.
Okay.
I end my turn.
Okay. I draw. Promote. To memory. Diaboromon will swing into security.
Security check. Diaboromon for 4,000. You add.
5,000.
It goes to the dredge.
Okay. And then I will Digivolve my Corsoramon into Infirmon to draw a card. And that brings you to 1. And Reboot activates, my Diaboromon restands. Actually, wait. No. Sorry, I can't Digivolve there. My bad. No. Actually, no, I can. No, you go to 3. Sorry. Let me not rip that off. That is...
Okay.
Go for it.
Well, I'm people my hand phase. Small change to Secretariat mode. Any god jam it if I got red Diaboromon in its sorted.
Okay.
For 1. I get to draw. Red Diaboromon attack your securities.
Okay.
Thank to the Diaboromon inheritable guild. Dark Tyrannomon Authority go bye-bye to the vault. The vault.
How many?
1.
What's triggering that? The Alteris mode?
Attack. Sanitarium mode.
Oh, okay.
On turn the bed. When on attack from the inheritable bed from Diaboromon.
Okay. So I got Izzy because you don't have an extra security attack. I gain 3 memory, and on play, reveal the top 3. And then play it how I see fit. Okay.
You got 3 memory?
I don't
still
have...
got 2?
I will get 3 memory when it is my turn. But that is not what's happening right now.
I'm too confused right now.
No, you're fine. When you hit my security, Izzy activated. I just get to reveal and then play.
Okay. I'll just that before I end my turn, I'll just that easy out for 4 minutes. Leave it with 2.
I go to 3, and I draw. I'll play Arashida for 3 after flipping up my Digitama, and then Digivolve into Kuratawa, draw.
4, 2.
And then play a 3 to give you 3 memory. Go ahead.
And draw. Nothing from my red Diaboromon Diaboromon into Mana Gurumon for 3. It's a draw.
Okay.
Man,
What does Metal Garurumon do now?
you playing Diaboromon bet. If you have a Digimon with Gurumon in its sorted and its name in your sorted, return one of your opponent Digimon with undeleted to the bottom of your deck. All your dredge from the sorted go to the dredge.
On deletion?
Up.
None of mine have on deletion though.
Of that bind.
Okay.
Mana Gurumon attack your securities.
No extra security attack, right? So
Right. And take
So Shademon gets hit from the security, but because the fact is it has the ability in security at the end of the battle, it comes to the field. So Shademon comes to the field.
but thanks to Gurumon inheritable of bad, your Burmon sorted. Go to the dredge.
Okay.
4 minutes before I reveal you to new Omnimod. DNA evolutions into Omnimod for 4. Oh.
Okay.
But they to
So what?
Omnimod Blitz.
He has Blitz. So Dark Draenamon gets
I
attacked.
attack.
Yep. I take it. My turn. So I have 2 of Alteria on the field. So I gain an extra 2 memory. So I'm at 6. I draw. Let's start the show, boys and girls. So I will promote Koromon to the front. Let's see. I will then Digivolve my Infernmon into Diaboromon, bring me to 3 because he has a reduced cost of Digivolve. So I draw skill of the Oterias. I rest both, and then I get to call 2 Diaboromon tokens. And with one of the tokens, I am going to sack it for 3 memory and play Armageddemon to the board.
4.
For 3. So I'm at 0 at the moment.
Jacket.
So Armageddemon. How big is Omnimon?
During both your turn and my turn with World Gurumon Vegetarian mode, if I have one or Omnimon and it nails, he get 1,000 and make it 15,000.
Okay. So Armageddon will swing into security.
Security check. Diaboromon. Destroy mine.
Yep. Diaboromon token swings in.
Security check. Diaboromon again.
Okay, 3,000. It survived. Diaboromon will now swing in.
Security check. Out.
So
Get to play for 3.
yeah, but
With
because
no
when Diaboromon attacks, I get to create a token of a copy, and then it can swing in because it has haste. So 3,000 into security.
Right. I know if you have to bet. Unplayed. I get to call on Agumon or Goblimon from my hand without paying the cost. Goblimon. Unplay effect. Reveal the top 3. I get to get Goblimon to my hand. And I went go to the vault. I know security check. Goblimon.
And then we'll swing with Koromon for the final damage.
games.
Good double game, dude. Good games.
Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoyed and had fun. I actually really like how this deck is playing and performing. It's actually quite well designed.
So with it support with Armageddemon.
Everyone's just underappreciating this deck, and with what I just did, I OTK you, basically.
I'm trying to build like a theme type of deck with Diaboromon evolution lines.
Hey, you're doing quite well. What I recommend throwing in is like Ancient Garurumon and stuff like that. That could help you a little bit, because then when your mats or anything like that get revealed in securities or anything like that, they kind